I really like that. Hello everybody, welcome to a new video of James Speed Shop. Today we have this very nice C63 S AMG W205 model. So this is a 2016 car. So I think it's the newest car I drove on my channel, I think. I did a W221 a few years ago. I think it was also 2016, not sure. So this car is for sale at Henk Groten. The link is below the video to his website if you're interested in the car. Also have a look on my website jamesspeedshop.com, that's over here, for all the other nice videos. So this is the first 4-liter V8 by turbo I'm going to drive, so I'm curious how it will drive. The other V8s I all drove, so the 5.5, the 6.2, so this is a complete different experience, I heard already. So the owner of the car is also driving it almost daily, so he's using it. He says it's very reliable. So let's have a look, because it's a very full package. So the S version is like the new performance pack. You got a little bit more power. It's 34 horsepower more, so it's 510. Normally you got 500 or 476. So you got some other differences, like an electronic rear diff. That's different. You got electronic engine mounts that will smoothen out or give you a better or less vibrations in the car and that sort of stuff. And there is something else, I will talk about it later. So also bigger brakes and bigger wheels. So this 19-inch. This has also the option of a ceramic set, so this 402mm brakes, 39mm wide. So this is not standard on the S, this is an option. So in the back you got the standard 360mm ventilated discs. So I think normally on the S version the calipers are red, but this is a ceramic set. The ceramic is only in the front. In the rear is just a steel one. Yeah, it looks like a steel one, it's a steel one. So nice white color. I think it's just a very nice car. 19-inch wheels. The rear is, I thought, 265. Have a look where it is. 265 in the rear, 245 in the front. Yeah. So let's have a look inside. Nice black interior with white trim. Nice aluminium. Burmeister sound system. It's all nice, a lot of aluminium. I really like this style. So black interior, AMG seats. It's just very nice. So there are a lot of options. I can put a link below the video. You can see the complete option list because it's very long. So you got all carbon fiber in here. It's just very nice. Seating in the rear, also electrical. It's pretty small. I will try to step in the car and have a look if I can sit there pretty good. So this is my seating position. I'm 185, the front seat is on my length. So you can see it's not that comfortable. I can sit here like this, so it's not too bad. The headroom is pretty good, as you can see, even for me, so that's pretty good. So it's not too bad. I think the earlier 204s and before that are much smaller. Also, if you can see here, it's a very nice look. I really like these interiors. They are just very nice. Very nice boot space. It's electrical. I didn't know it was on this car already. I thought it was most of the time you see it on the E-Class and more luxury models. But 204, I'm not sure if it had it. But I think it's pretty nice boot space, big enough. The actual size I think is around 500 liters, so it's not too bad. You can also fold down the rear seats, so you got the knobs for here and there. There's no spare wheel in this car. I think this got like a clue kit. You see it here. It's all included. So yeah, no spare wheel. So you can close it with the knob over here. I think we have it also on the key. It's also on the key. So that's also possible. So nice tailpipes, also AMG. It's all like blacked out. I think the stance of this car is just incredible. So you got a all-around biltstein electronic controlled damper. So you got 3 settings. So there's no air suspension or that sort of stuff. So it's rear-wheel drive, not all-wheel drive. The E-Class was all-wheel drive, but performance-wise, this car is pretty good with 265 in the back and an electronic diff. So the grip is pretty good if you leave the electronics on. So let's have a look under the hood. So this is the interesting bit. So 4 liter V8 or 3982 cc's V8 aluminium block with nano slide cylinders. I tried to search on the internet what it means. So the earlier engine had an alusil engine block, so that's an aluminium silicium material. So this is different. There's a kind of a coating on it. I'm going to try to search the better info and put a link below the video what it really is. But it's an aluminium block with a coating on the cylinder walls. So it's 4 liter V8. So all the engines in these classes is now 4 liter. So also not only with Mercedes, you see also Audi and the BMW is I think 4.4. Audi is also running a 4 liter V8. They all have a hot V, so this is a hot V. So the exhaust manifolds are now in the V, so that you have a shorter routing to the turbo. That's the benefit. So the intake is on the outside. So this engine is divided in 2 sections. You've got 2 throttle bodies, 2 intercooler sections, so they are completely separated. So this engine produces in a normal version 476 horsepower and 650 Newton meters. And this version is the S model. It has 510 horsepower and 700 Newton meters. So max rev range is for 7000 RPM. This engine code is the M177 LS1. So it's the version 1. The LS2 version. So M177 LS2 version is in the E63 and the GLE 63 I thought. So this engine has single scroll turbos, Borg Warner turbos, and the E63 has a twin scroll turbo setup. It also is a little bit more horsepower. The E63s are for 604 or something. So yeah, these engines are very reliable. I tried to look on the internet. I could not really found any issues with it. Small issues like just sensors and that sort of stuff that sometimes have a failure, but it's really rare. And yeah, I think a sensor electronic stuff is just, yeah, it will not be lifelong in good condition. Sometimes you need to change the sensor. They're pretty cheap. So the best thing about this engine is that the block and the internals are just very good. So it's a pretty reliable engine. So, let's have a drive. Keyless go. So put the keys in here. Put on the brake. Radio down. Sounds pretty nice. A little bit lower. So I have to search a little bit for the option because I'm not really known in this model. So it sounds very nice. Have a look if it's in comfort. I put it in comfort now first. So 7-speed automatic transmission. So let's have a go. Selector is on the steering wheel. Brakes are really tossy. Sounds really good. Seating position is very nice. It's pretty smooth. You get a very good view in the car. You can feel it's yeah, the roof line or the front window is very steep. That's the first thing what I'm really can see. So the rest of the interior is just very nice in this car. It's all aluminium. It's like my style, but of course it's very personal. So it's blacked out with aluminium pieces. Yeah, it's very nice. So steering wheel looks small, but feels pretty good. So 2016 car, 4-liter V8. What I didn't mention is that it's a 7-speed transmission. It's a 722 9 transmission. Came on the market in 2003. First with a torque converter, so it wasn't like an upgraded 722.6. It was a 5-speed. In 2009, I thought you got a double clutch, so it's multi-clutch transmission. This is also multi-clutch. The 722.9 7-speed in this car. So in 2018 you got a facelift. Then it was a 9-speed transmission. So this is still the 7-speed multi-clutch. I looked to the gear ratios. If you compare them to the 5-speed transmission, then the 4th gear in a 5-speed is like the same ratio as a 5th gear in the 6-speed. So it's just matched out like how it should. So this is a 722.9. They're rated at 1000 Newton meters. So this car is 700 Newton meters. So the rating of the transmissions is, you can discuss it. I think it's underrated if you look to it. So the engine wise, like I'm now in comfort, it's just very comfortable. It's already in 5th gear. It's still at 40 kilometers, so it shifts very good. So it should be possible to hit 8.2 liters fuel usage on 100 kilometers. So that's very low. That's like 1 on 12 kilometers. So that's pretty low. I see some tests last week on the internet of people testing these cars. Then it's more like 20 liters on 100 kilometers. But yeah, it depends how you use it. I think for a daily driver, I think 1 on 8 is easy possible. I think, because in between, the fuel usage is pretty good. So you also got the exhaust flaps. You can do individual modes. Everything is possible. So about this engine, I really like this engine because after the last one I did at Henk Grote, the C63, that was a 6.2 liter normal aspirated engine that got also 457 or 487 horsepower, or they got up to 525 horsepower in the other versions. So it's like the same power range as this one, but this has just more real torque. I think if you dyno these engines, you really get the factory number. On the 6.2 it was not really people getting the real horsepower and torque numbers on the dyno. It was just not so easy, because normal aspirated engine has just more, you need the perfect conditions to get also that power. So this engine came in 3 engine codes. That's the M176, M177 and M178. The 176 is the engine that Mercedes pushes in their own cars, like MLs and that sort of stuff, and S560. That's just also a 4-liter V8. It's based on this engine. It's almost the same. It revs a little bit lower. It's, the rev limit I thought 6250 or something. This engine revs to 7000. Peak horsepower is in between 5500 and 6250 in this car. Delivers 510 horsepower. In a normal version, the C63, it's 476. A little bit less boost you have in it. 650 Newton meters in the normal version, 700 in the S version. So the 176 that Mercedes delivers in their own cars, that's not an AMG. It has 415 horsepower. So I'm going to change it to Sport Plus. It starts to rev up already. So what it does, it will rev later. It tries to put you in the most powerful range of the power band. I really like that. So the handling is just incredible. What a nice car to drive. But it goes sporty very fast, so I'm going to try to put it in sport. So it's a little bit in between, I think. There's also a race mode on this car. The race in the audio version you got race start, but in the S version you got a race function. So I'm going to try that later on a street that I know, and it's straight. So I'm not going. It's not my car, so you always need to be careful. I'm not going to do weird burnouts or anything else. You need to be respectful to other people's car, I think. So boost level is 1.2 bar or 17.4 psi. In the GTR, I think that's based on also based on it, and it's a little bit different. I think it's up to 2 bars of boost pressure. So there's also launch control in this car. I'm going to try that later how that works. So yeah, it's just drive-wise, it's just very nice. The seats are just, yeah. I think you can do a very big distance in this car. The sound is not overwhelming, so I think they did a very good job. Yeah. It drives. It's very easy to drive. That's the first thing what I really see. You can really play with the throttle. It's very easy to put it in a different gear just with your throttle. Just push it a little bit. It's just, yeah, very easy. So it's also got ceramic brakes. So yeah, yeah, it's really massive. So you got like 5 transmission modes, or 5 driving modes, not only the transmission of course, that you can use. You got the individual, you can put your own settings in it. I don't know if the owner did that, but you got comfort. That's just, it's a really nice driving setting just for normal driving. Keeps all quiet, the engine is low revving. I think it's a very nice driving setting for just normal driving. If you go to Sport Plus, you can see everything. The suspension is going in position 1. On a certain level the exhaust flap will go open. Transmission wise it will change to faster shifting, a little bit higher revving. If you put it to comfort to Sport Plus, it really gets a little bit nasty. This is the highest setting in a normal C63, but it's getting noisy. And of course faster on throttle, it starts to make pops and bangs and that sort of stuff. You can really hear it. Then there is a race setting that's even more pushing it. So already in Sport Plus, the suspension setting is already to the highest setting. The flaps are already open, so everything is sharpened more, and you can really feel it. If you touch the throttle, the reaction is perfect. It's rev matching already. So if I now put it in race, yeah, you really need to take care of what you're doing. Every millimeter of throttle position you push, you can feel the car giving a reaction. I think that's really cool, really cool. So it is just very nice car. I think we should do an acceleration test in this beauty. So let's do an acceleration test. Put it in race mode. We're going to lose launch control, both pedals towards you. Push up, push the throttle fully in and let it go. Braking is awesome. So now going to do the acceleration tests in S Plus mode, and I'm not going to use race start. Just going to show you how that works. And if I can get a little bit more grip, because the tires are not that warm. It's searching for grip in first gear a lot. So let's have a look. You can change the menu from dynamic or individual. That's your own settings: comfort, sport, sport plus. So let's have a look how good my personal acceleration is. I'm going to use manual, so it's now in first gear. So I'm going to shift at 6.5. So let's have a look. So, hope you like this video about this C63 S AMG 2016 car. Nice white. For sale at henkgroten.nl. Have a look on the website. I put the link below the video. You can also follow the link on jenspeedshop.com. The link is over here. And yeah, I think it's a very nice car. Very easy to drive. Also in race mode for me. I think it's for me personal. I take the option of race mode and a little bit less exhaust rumble. I think it's just, yeah, that's pretty personal. But I think the best mode to drive in is like S mode. I think that is just yeah, S plus. It's very nice. And now I have it in sport, or in sport mode, sport or sport plus. Very nice car. Power delivery is very good. It's just for a 4-liter V8. If you look to the turbos and that sort of stuff, it's just, yeah, 510 horsepower. It is a lot. It is a very nice daily driver. And these, if you want more, they are very easy to get more out of them. There are companies that easily go to 600 wheel horsepower. So that's like 200 horsepower more than this car has on the wheels, for example. So yeah, transmission wise, very nice. The usage of the menus is very good. So yeah, it's a very nice car. I just really like it. Sound delivery is easy to drive. Also, if you just want to use it as a daily driver, it's just yeah, easy to use it just in comfort mode, and it's just a nice, quiet car. I can, for example, the sound is nice, but you don't want it always. I think, for me personally, sound is nice, but it should not be always in your face. That's not does not need to be the case always. So, thanks for watching. If you got any questions, just ask. Leave a comment below the video. Have a look on the links below the video. Place a comment, put your thumbs up. See you for the next one. Bye bye.